Welcome to Get Savvy, the podcast for business owners who want to claim back their time through the power of delegation, streamlining, and productivity. I am Teesha, your host, and I'm here with my co-host Jo today, and we are discussing a real pain point for us, especially seeing other people do
Two
this.
of them,
Sorry,
not
two
just one.
pain
Two
points.
terrible pain points.
Honestly, drive us insane, and this is probably going to be a little bit of a rant, but that is okay. If you're doing this, you really need to hear this from us.
Yeah, we may offend you, so we apologize in advance for that.
Yeah. Well, sorry, not sorry.
Yes.
We are talking about password storage and contact storage, two very simple things, but some people are still doing it the old fashioned way. Some people are, I don't know, manually writing down passwords and losing them, or just setting them once and forgetting them, sending them into the abyss, and losing their contacts if they lose their phones. So we're just
Mhm.
going to go through that today and some alternatives for you. So we'll start out with the password situation. And yeah, I mean, as I've mentioned, the really old school way is writing it down on a bit of paper, and then someone breaks into your house and steals your bit of paper. But
Mhm.
technology, it has evolved. You've got little pop-ups even on browsers now that pop up and say, "Would you like to save your password for this website?" But that again is not secure. If someone gets in there, then they get access to all of your passwords again. So we're going to talk about password vaults today. And if you're running a business, you should have a password vault. We're talking things like LastPass, OnePassword, Dashlane. There are so many out there. There are free versions as well, and they all do different things. So, Joe, you want to kick us off on our rant?
I just feel like there is absolutely no excuse for anyone these days, especially in business, but in personal as well,
Mhm.
to be like, "Oh, I don't know what my password is." And do forget password every single time, or have the exact same password for
For everything.
everything
Yeah.
and have that massive risk there. Like, oh, it frustrates me when we come across someone and they're like, "Oh, I don't know what my password is for that." I'm like,
Yeah.
"How much time?" Because I'm an action focused, task
Mhm.
focused, productive person, right? And so when someone says that, I'm like, "How much time do you waste
Mm.
every single week because you can't get into the things that you need to get into quickly?"
We see it quite often when even when we're onboarding clients at Strictly Savvy, because in the beginning, we're getting all of those passwords off them to gain access to everything. And the amount of times the business owners don't know what their passwords are or where to find where they've put them, it's a little bit concerning.
Very, because there's such a simple fix for that, and that is to get a password vault. Like Tisha says, many of them have a free version that, like, even just to get started, to put all your passwords in and use it on your computer, you can do that for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
So there really is no excuse to not use one. It you have a login, you have a master password for it, and you have a little extension on your web browser. And that helps you log in very quickly to each and every site that you need to. Like, I probably log into like 50 things a day. And if I had to try and remember
Mm.
my password or do the forgot password, go look at my emails, all of that kind of stuff, and figure them out every time, I would get a lot less work done, and I would be
Yeah. And
very
especially
frustrated.
if you're a very security conscious person or business as well, having complex passwords that are hard to
Mm,
remember, um, you're never going to be able to keep track of them otherwise.
mm. Yeah. And team members, like, how often have you got a team member that, like, resigns and then you're like, you can't get into
Mm,
any of their things? You don't
yeah.
know how to access all of the things that they were accessing. Even just like the productivity of your team members dramatically increases when you have a password manager because they're not doing that like, oh crap, what is my password? Oh, I need to forgot password, go into my emails, reset it, all of that kind of stuff. Or they're writing them down somewhere that's like really not secure for your business data.
Mm,
So, highly, highly, highly recommend getting a password manager account with something like LastPass, one password, Dashlane, and managing all of your team members' passwords for
yeah.
everything that they need to log in for your business. We manage them centrally at Strictly Savvy. We have a team member who's responsible for them, and they go into nice, tidy folders. Everything is all labeled really easily. So we know exactly what password is for who and or
Mhm.
for what client, what team member, all of that. It's so tidy and so streamlined that
Yeah.
no one has to be like, what is my password?
Yeah. So whenever a client, like I said, comes on board with us, or even as they're creating accounts and we get those new passwords, the team member is communicating with the office manager. They go into the vault straight away, and then the office manager shares out the access to just the team members that need access. The other team members don't have access to it. So you're not worrying about, I mean, we have a team of 30 at the moment. So all 30 of them don't need access to every single password we have with hundreds of clients. So yeah, it it's a really secure way to do it, and then, like you say, we can revoke access at any time if that team member leaves or even the virtual assistant changes or something like that, then
Mm.
we just switch the access as needed.
Yeah. And so for you in business, if you have multiple team members, and let's say one of your team members just like goes off the rails, is really unhappy, there's this massive like fraud risk. Like you are you gonna go in and change all of their passwords
Yeah.
for everything? No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna change their master last pass password,
Mhm.
lock them out of everything,
Yeah.
and not have to go in and do that for all of their individual accounts.
Yeah. Really, the only 2 passwords that you should need to remember are the login to your laptop or computer, and then the password vault password itself. That's the only 2 you should need to remember.
Mhm. Yep. So
The
make
rest,
a commitment right here, right now, if you do not have a password vault of some kind,
yeah.
to go and get one. LastPass, great option. One password, also a great option.
Mhm.
Learn how to use it, get it installed, take the time to get your passwords in there. It's going to be clunky, it's going to be frustrating and annoying, but like we're telling you, it's going to save you
Mhm.
a lot of time in the long term just for that like simple, easy, upfront work.
Yeah. Regardless of whether you have team members or not as well,
Yes.
especially if you're a business owner.
Yes, we have a login to everything these days, so, like, there's hundreds of them. I
Yeah.
think we have thousands in our
Oh,
password
yeah.
vault.
Yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
we do.
Right, here is the other one.
This is your favorite topic, Joe.
This is wow, it's my favorite frustrating topic.
Favorite topic to hate.
Yeah. So, every time I see someone post on Facebook and say, "Oh, guys, I lost my phone. I've lost all my contacts. Can you please message me your contact details?" What the heck are you doing? That does not need to happen ever,
No.
ever anymore. And there's a really simple way to fix it.
Yep. And especially, I mean, I am a iPhone lover and user through and through, and iPhone makes it really easy as well. So if you have an iPhone, you really have no excuses. As long as when you're signing into your phone for the first time or setting it up, or even after if you've never done it, you sign into an Apple account, sign into iCloud, and then automatically all of your passwords are going to save to the cloud.
You mean
So then
contacts?
your contacts, sorry, yes, they're going to save to the cloud. And then the next time you get a new phone or you lose your phone and you log in with the exact same iCloud login, then all of your contacts will magically appear on your new phone.
Yes.
Easy.
iPhone users, you have no excuse. Now, you Android users, I am an Android user through and through. Tisha tries to get me to convert to Apple, but I refuse.
Well, I'll get you
I
one day.
refuse. You, Android users, need to create a Google account if you don't already have one, a free Google account. If you do have one, great. If you don't have one, create a free one. And you log into that account and tell your contacts in your contact settings that you want all new contacts and your existing ones to be saved to your Google account,
Mhm,
not your SIM card. So in your contact settings, attach it to a Google account. And then now, every time I log into a new phone, I log into my Google account and then all my contacts are all magically there. And if I log in online into my Google account and go into my contacts in there, they're all the same as all my contacts that I have in my phone. So
mhm.
I never, ever am going to have to say, please send me your contact details because I
Mm.
lost them all because they're in my Google account.
Yeah, I mean, really, for this one, we shouldn't have to explain why it's a no-brainer, but again, especially if you're a business owner, how
Mm.
many contacts do you have in your phone, clients and as well as personal contacts? If you lose your phone and they're not saving somewhere in the cloud, then what are you planning to do?
Spending a lot of time getting them back in there, teacher. That's what they're planning to
Emailing everyone, checking in. Gonna be a fun week for you.
do. Yeah. Okay. So passwords, contacts, two non-issues that can be fixed super, super easy. We never want that to be an issue for you ever again.
No, we do not. And if you would like help setting them up, then please contact us at Strictly Savvy by heading over to our website, strictlysavvy.co.nz. And if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the Get Savvy podcast.